For me, the vision has always been about equitable driver licensing outcomes for Aboriginal people in remote communities. I'd like to think that if 90% of age-eligible South Australians have a driver's licence, then we can say the same about Aboriginal people. And having that trend of reduction from the 2 to 3 times overrepresented Aboriginal people are in serious injuries and fatalities in road crashes. And there's a correlation between that safety and licensing. There's a higher order vision for me, which is communities and individuals actually engaging with the licensing system and seeing it as something that's helpful to individuals and to communities, that has some cultural relevance. And then if we can see a shift where it starts to be a strong ownership over licensing and it becomes part of the way families help their young people grow up, and it's seen as what we do in this community and in this family to look after people, then that for me is really the thing. Because once we've got there, there'll be more normalisation and taking control. There'll be some value of that safety and the value of having those things as part of who you are.
We've seen people actually come out of their way to find us, to show us that they've got their licence. They are so proud of the fact that they've got a licence, and they are encouraging of other community members to follow their path as well.
Now I drive the vehicle around, and the kids trust me, the teachers trust me because I have my P2s now. Well, if they be good at school for the whole week, and on Friday, I take the boys out hunting,
Having a driver's licence broadens everyone's job prospects. To be able to have a worker who doesn't need me there to be working, because work can happen at any time of the day or night in any place. It's not just because I say we've got a meeting at 3 o'clock at the TAFE that's where the work's going to get done.
I need this, to get around without having any problem with the police. And there's just something there to cover it straight away. If you get pulled over, if you haven't got any license, you get a fine, and that's, follows you around everywhere. And, it's sort of like humbugging you for money, You got something there to back you up, like a shield. It's like you get pulled up, you're like, look at this, and then you feel braver and less nervous.
I I think it's the empowerment, and it's the fact that they identify, I'm proud, and to see a young woman smile and to be so proud of the fact that she has her licence. You can't help but smile in return and be so pleased for her.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about police pulling me over and asking me about licence. I just feel free to drive around with my licence, you know. Feels good.
People are driving around, and it happens all the time, driving around without their licence, they're getting fined, and they're getting fined again, and then it ends up, if they're not paying fines, people going to jail. Like, lots of Aboriginal people are in jail because of driving offences, and it's just so pointless. So it's fantastic that Right Track are here supporting and changing that, because it is changing that.
License will look after the Anangu person, you know. License is IT for the world. You know, they always ask, you got a IT. If you got a license, that's it. That's the shell for the life. Driving the wrong way, you got a license, you got a good chance. The person might say, oh, Apaya, next time, do the right thing.
A lot of people have now got their licence, are more responsible drivers than what they used to be, and they are pushing to get the other people through their licence. There's been a good hand-me-down.
Yeah, they make sure they teach people how to drive on the road, you know. Yeah, like I've learned how to drive properly since Right Track was here.
Definitely some of the best changes that we've seen has been people following a lot more of the rules. Now a lot of people are understanding what licences are on and what conditions they do have, along with keeping to the amount of people in cars and not exceeding limits and speeds and everything along those lines. It's been great to see those impacts that people are more aware of with On the Right Track being out here.
Community awareness. Really? Awareness of parents about their kids' safety. As far as from our perspective being child health nurses, that's been the biggest impact, that parents now know about it and they put it high on their priority.
I know of two people who got licenses through and they can drive on the highway. One went first time in his life and visited his father in Port Pirie. After 30 years of his life, he never been able to leave town. So he said it took me 9 years to get this license. So.
Well, since I'm a parent now and a husband as well, figured it'd be good to have a license and to take them around, show them a few things, new places to see, and maybe, you know, since I got a son, I got to buy him new stuff as well. You know? Yeah.
Everyone is happy for Right Track to come to the land, visiting APY land, make people happy because they know we will be getting a license.
On the Right Track, way to go!